me start by saying Happy New Year 2021 to every single one of you. Fingers crossed it's gonna be, it can only get better really, can't it? Okay, so I'm up. It is, what's the time? 10 to 8. Just letting the dogs in and out. Are you going out, Teddy? Come on. Good boy. There he goes. He's out. So, a few things to be dealing with today. Started to take down those decorations. Still got stuff in the lounge to do. I'll take you through. Take that tree down. Got a few bits here, all around here to take down. Oh, got the main tree to take down. So I'm gonna do that now. Yeah, let's get this day started, shall we? But before anything, I need my coffee. So kettle's going on, and I'm gonna make a nice cup of coffee. Right, let me pop you here. There we go, so I'll pop you there. It's blue and grey out there, but do you know what? The sky looks like it's full of snow. Oh, excuse me, it really does look like it's full of snow. Oh, finally got our heating done though, guys, finally. Oh my word. Downstairs wasn't too bad because we had two like electric fires we could use. That wasn't too bad. Upstairs was so cold. And after a day or two isn't too bad, but when you get into sort of like, what were we? It was Christmas Day. So, you know, a good 5-6 days. The whole of the upstairs felt really cold. It was horrible. Oh. But it reminded me of when I was a kid. Because obviously back then we didn't have any central heating or anything. We had coal fires. Yeah, coal fires, and then on the landing we had an oil heater. It was used to put like, I think it was like pink paraffin or something in it, if I remember rightly. And even the water in the sink in the kitchen and in the bath was heated by a, what do they call it, a geyser or something? Can't really remember, but yeah, that's how the hot, you know, there wasn't like free flowing hot water or anything then, was there? And I remember if every morning my toothbrush would be frozen to the bathroom windowsill, because I used to have to put them on the windowsill, and it was frozen on the windowsill. Yeah, that's how cold it was. And you know when you're outside and it's cold and you breathe, you're breathing out, and you've got all the you can see all the air coming out, all the steam, all the, you know, it was like that indoors then. Cool, flipping freezing. And we didn't really have many carpets either. We had, because I was raised by my grandma, and she had lots of lino, and she was always polishing this flipping lino as well. So you were always going, you know, head over tit on it. But it was lino and little rugs and stuff like that you'd slip on. Oh, didn't do me any harm though, did it? You know? But anyway, still need to get my kettle on. Let's get it on. of this last little bit of the Christmas cake up and slice it up. There we go. Just going to slice it all up now. It was a lovely, lovely cake though. Have to be honest. Sing my own praises. It was absolutely lovely. So I'm just going to chop it up now. Cut it into pieces. Keeping this one quite chunky because it's got mostly, like, it's got the end bit on with the icing. But I'm only going to do them into quite small pieces because it's so rich. There we go, so that's all cut up now, so I'm just going to store this for now. Being Christmas now, would you? Everything put away. Good morning, my lovelies. I am not going to lie, I've got the same clothes on as yesterday. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Happy New Year, each and every one of you. But I had a few drinks last night. I am not going to lie. I slept really well. I slept like a baby. But I'm still tired. Wasn't drunk or merry or anything like that, but I did enjoy myself. 2 glasses of gin and a Baileys. Yum. And it was lovely. And I did enjoy it. Chris, he had a fair few drinks actually. He had some beers and then he had some vodka. Obviously the gin and the vodkas were mixed. And then he had a Baileys. So yeah. He was a little bit like slurry words, but it was lovely. It was really nice. It was nice to celebrate New Year's Eve, just watching the fireworks from outside the window in the gardens, an evening having some drinks and some nice food, and watching Jules Holland, of course, every year. Have to watch a bit of Jules Holland. So yeah, onwards and upwards to this day, and I will catch you a little bit later on. Good morning, my lovelies. Today is Saturday. The sun is out. It is bright as a button out there, but it is so cold. I thought I'd just sit down and have a little chat with you. I'm gonna just do my skincare because I haven't done that yet. And then I'm thinking I might just pop on a little bit of makeup. So I thought while I'm doing that, let's have a little chat. So what we're going to chat about. So one of the things that I'd like to talk about is, oh, in case you're interested, that's the this Nivea Rose Micellar Water and Toner all-in-one that I had as a present from one of my daughters, like in a little beauty hamper. Let's get this on. And I'm just using one of my little washable pads as well. So what I was thinking, I've been thinking about my YouTube channel, you know, how I can improve on it, what you all seem to like the best. Now I haven't looked at the analytics, and that's what a lot of people do, is they look at the analytics of their channel to see which ones have the most views, etc. And mine, the one that's had the most views on my channel, was when I actually coloured my hair one time, and that one did very well. But you know, I can't be colouring my hair 2-3 times a week, can I? So I've been trying to think what I can do to improve it. So I'm going to ask you all a bit of a question. I think you still like my vlogs when I do either a weekly or a weekend vlog, because it's another way of kind of getting to know me. I also think you like some of the shopping hauls. I'm not sure, so I haven't checked the analytics, but what somebody likes, somebody else doesn't like, and what that person doesn't like, somebody else does like. So I kind of try to keep my channel a little bit eclectic, so there's something in there for everyone, rather than just like aiming for one audience, if you like, because that's not me. I'm typically a Gemini. I like all different things. I like to try different things. And so if I was to just focus on one thing, if you like, say if it was just fashion or just beauty, that wouldn't be me. And you know, on my channel, I am, what you see is what you get. So I'm all about keeping it real. I'm all about lifestyle, that sort of thing. So I'm hoping that most of you will still be happy with me doing. So I'm really hoping that all of you will be happy with me carrying on doing what I'm doing, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's a little bit of like clothes shopping, whether it's a little bit of beauty, whether it's my cooking, because that goes down well with a lot of people as well. You know, not everyone, I appreciate that, but it does with a lot of people. And because of that, because my channel is very varied, I've really got to know a lot of my subscribers from all the different things that they like. And that's like friendships, isn't it? Real friendships out in the real world, if you like. We're all different. We wouldn't have just, well, I wouldn't choose to have friends that just are into one thing, you know. I like diversity and that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping that you're all going to be happy enough for me to just carry on the way I've been sort of plodding on. It's a little bag that I put them in once they've been used. As you see, I've got quite a fair few in there now, so I need to wash those. So I either just soak them and then wring them out and just, like, you know, wash them as you'd hand wash a garment, or you can just draw this up and that can be popped into the washing machine. And also I have finally just used all of that up. I really like that. I'd love to repurchase that again, but I won't be for now. And I'll tell you why, because this is something else that I'm going to be doing, okay? I decided in December that January is going to be a no spend month for me, other than like the food and the groceries and the dogs stuff that they need, and birthday presents and the essential things. So I'm not going to be repurchasing or buying any new makeup or skincare until I've used up what I've got, you know. I think the first thing in a makeup product is going to be a foundation, because I'm quite near the end of a foundation. So I've allowed myself to do that. So yeah, if I like run out of a mascara, I can repurchase a mascara. But not to have loads of them on the go. And I have actually got quite a few. Yes, I've got a fair few mascaras that I need to use up. There's some that I haven't even opened at all. So I don't know when I'll next be repurchasing a mascara. And as you guys know, I don't wear makeup every day anyway. The other thing I've promised myself to do is every day get rid of one item of clothing that I don't wear. I've got a whole rail up here, as you know, of clothes I do not wear even half of it, I don't think. I've hung on to some of it for sentimental reasons. Those are like, I've got a dress here that I bought when we were on our honeymoon in Bora Bora. Now that I will hang on to, because whether I wear it again or not, I don't know, but it's, you know, it's something tangible that, you know, reminds me of our honeymoon. But I've got stuff up here that I either ordered online and I didn't like it when it came and had every intention of sending it back, and then you miss the date to send it back, so it just got hung up here. I've got clothes up here that I've been hanging on thinking I'll fit into that one day, I'll fit into that one day. Maybe I will fit into it one day, maybe I won't fit into it one day. But why have I got it there? It just reminds me of like a constant battle of will I or won't I get into it. So I don't think that's very like mindful, is it? So what I'm going to do is every day I'm taking one piece of clothing, and first thing I'm going to do is to advertise it on the marketplace on Facebook, because you never know, somebody else may want it. And if I can get £1 or £2 for it, that every little helps. So that's just going to go into a little pot. So you never know, and if it doesn't sell within a week, it's going to be going to charity shop. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. Chris is actually doing exactly the same. He's getting rid of something every day. It doesn't have to be an item of clothing. It could be shoes. It could be, like with Chris, he said he's got 4 hammers in the garage. Why does he need 4 hammers? So that sort of thing, you know. So one by one, we are going to, one item at a time, we're going to be sort of sorting everything out. The other thing is, because I knew I was going to start doing this in January, in December I ordered a new planner. Now in a previous video, I can't remember when it was now, I did show you a planner that I'd ordered, and I liked it, but I was never really happy with it. So what I did was, as I started filling it out, I realized it just didn't have everything that I really wanted as my previous planner did. I couldn't find my previous planner anywhere, so I settled for this one because I just wanted to get dates written down and everything. So in December I have ordered a new planner. It hasn't arrived yet, so when it does arrive I can transfer everything over to it, and I will show it to you when it arrives. But it wasn't purchased in January. I made sure I purchased it in December, ready to start my new sort of January no spend. I have a Glossy-Box subscription. That is what I'm keeping. That is going to be like my monthly treat, and also, you see, that keeps me replenished, if you like, with some skincare. It may be something I've had before, it may be something brand new, and also maybe, you know, a little bit of makeup. So that kind of
satisfies me not going out and buying any more makeup, because you know, this is what I have done before. I've bought makeup, I've got my glossy box, and I've just got it all sat here. So I'm not going to be repurchasing, going out physically repurchasing any makeup or skincare until it's all been used up. So I have a glossy box to look forward to. And also I was very, very, very kindly given a Birchbox subscription for Christmas. So I have a double whammy when it comes to things like skincare, etc. And I have received my very first Birchbox. So I've no idea what it looks like. I haven't even opened the box, so I'm going to do that with you on a different video. Have I covered everything? I'm going to be very frugal this year. This year's been okay, but it's been tougher than most. I mean, obviously the pandemic, but sort of getting away from the pandemic a little bit, sort of financially for everybody. 2020 has hit all of us really hard, hasn't it? Especially, you know, financially, for those of us that are self-employed or have lost our jobs because businesses have gone, etc. And that I'm included in that as well, because if you don't already know, but I know lots of you do already know, hello Luke, you're being on video now. Yes, thank you, darling. This is my Lukey baby.
Hiya, guys.
He's brought me in a cup of coffee. Bless him. Thank you, darling. One of my sons, my second eldest son, Luke. He's been staying here for a little while as part of our bubble, because I mean, he has his own flat, but he's been staying with us for a while now, because he helps to sort of look after Chris and I, because especially me, I'm not allowed out. I have to isolate because of health issues, and also Chris should really, because he's over 70 and has a heart condition. So Luke is here to you know, if he needs to go to the shops to get something for us or whatever. So yeah, and also to make more coffee. As most of you already know, but you may not know if you've like just discovered my channel recently, I board dogs in my own home when they're humans go on holiday. It's like home from home. They're allowed exactly the same privileges and treats as our own dogs. So they want to sleep on the bed, they sleep on the bed, and they all become just sort of like part of our own little dog family. But of course, it hasn't happened. People haven't been having holidays, so we have lost our income because of that. Okay, you know, maybe that'll all come back in as things pick up. I don't know. We don't know how it's going to go. So I've got my mindset that I'm just going to carry on into 2021 as I have done 2020, just living a lot more frugally. Chris looks after all the finances. He doesn't control them. You know, we have joint accounts, so then he doesn't control them, but he likes to take care of them. So he handles all like the bills, etc. Which I prefer, because I don't like that headache. And I just look after finances with regards to grocery shops, looking after, you know, the dog food, or the household items that are needed, birthdays, Christmas, that sort of stuff. So we have a budget for that. Every 2 weeks we budget for that, and then we have a separate account for that, so that then gets sent into the account that I manage for those things. But what I've decided to do is I'm going to allocate a certain amount of money every fortnight to go into a fund for birthdays and Christmas, and to go into a fund just so that Chris and I can, I don't know, say, can treat ourselves. But I'm not talking about physically buying products. I'm talking about like when it's our wedding anniversary, etc., we could either go for a meal or we could just eat in and get takeaway, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be allocating money for those. Now my son Luke that you saw just a minute ago, his birthday's actually on the 9th of January, but I've already got his present, got that all sorted. That was sorted in December, so I've got that already. So I have another birthday. My daughter Hannah's going to be 30 on the last day of January. I have part of her present, so the money I'm going to be allocating this week, and then 2 weeks after that I'll be able to buy the remainder of her present with that, and then we don't have any birthdays in February, thank goodness, so I can get ahead of myself by a month then. So yeah, and this is what I'm saying about if I can advertise one piece of clothing at a time, or just wait and advertise maybe 2 or 3 days worth, and even if I was to get £5 or something, that's going to go into the pot. Don't know which one, I might alternate it, it really depends, but it's going to go into one of the pots anyway. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm also trying my hardest to use up things I've got in my pantry stock. So I've got to be creative and look at what I've got and think, yeah, I can make a meal out of that, make a meal out of that, make a meal out of that. So I'm going to try and cut back on the amount I spend on groceries as well. One of the things I am allowed to buy are plants and seeds, because I think that just helps with being creative. It's relaxing, it's exercise, it's good mindfulness to be able to get into your garden and to plant flowers and just watch them grow. It gives both of us a lot of pleasure doing that, and to buy seeds so that we can start to grow lettuce, that sort of thing. We grew tomatoes last year, we grew raspberries. What else did we grow? Strawberries. I had an abundance of strawberries. So yeah, this year I'm gonna try and develop that a little bit more, and so that how lovely would it be to be able to go into the garden and pick your lettuce, you know, cucumber, that sort of thing. I'm gonna have to do it raised because Elsie, our little dog, one of our little dogs, it's a little pickle. I mean, when we put the garden to bed in the autumn, I planted a whole load of daffodils, was it daffodils, crocus, tulips, and I'd planted them all in a beautiful pattern. 2 days later, she's got something in her mouth, a bulb. She'd been in the garden, dug them up, they were scattered, had to pick them up, couldn't remember. Some of them were still in there, you know, planted. Some were out, she'd taken them out. So I've just had to randomly put them in. So no, they're starting to come up now. Some of them are quite tall, but goodness knows what it's going to look like. It's certainly not going to be the pattern that I chose, is it? Little minx. Anyway, let's get a bit of makeup on, because I haven't even started that, have I? See what I mean? This is the makeup that I use daily. I've got a whole bag. That's not just it, guys. Over here, I've got 2 baskets full of it. Over there, I've got makeup. You know, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm going to go for quite a simple look because I'm not going anywhere, but I just wanted to make a little bit more of an effort today. So yeah, there you go, guys. So that's my update of what I'm going to be planning to do in 2021. Wish me luck. I don't want to fail. As I say, January is definitely going to be a no-buy month, and then if I manage it, I will continue that through to February, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. So in my head, I'm thinking January, no buy, February, etc., low buy. But if I can carry it through to see how far I can get through the year to do this no buy. So keep your eye on me, please. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to join me in this. So this foundation, I've had it a long time. It's by Doll 10. I'm just going to pop a little bit on, not much, not going anywhere. And I could use a beauty blender. I've got plenty of them. I could use a brush, got plenty of them. But you know what? Sometimes I just prefer to use my fingers, because the warmth on my face and the warmth on my fingers, sometimes depending on the foundation, and this one is quite a thick one, it helps for me to sort of spread it over my face a little bit more. You may have noticed I didn't put any moisturizer on or anything, because this leaves my face actually feeling really sort of dewy and moisturized, so I didn't feel that I really needed it right now. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit on my, I could use concealer, but as I've got this here, I'm just going to pop it over my eyes. This isn't how I'd say, oh, this is how you have to do your makeup properly. Oh, are we getting all the lines from the blind? But this is just how I'm doing it today. Still got a little scab on there from an ingrown hair. Flipping Nanny McPhee's. Foundation done, that's as much as I'm wearing. Little drink of coffee. This is a Primark eyebrow pencil. I've had this yonks and yonks and yonks. So sometimes I don't have to do my eyebrows. If I've sort of freshly tinted them, I don't need to do them. But it hasn't been completely fresh now. I did do it in December, I think, yeah. But I've got a few of it's fading a bit now. And of course I got a few of the old grey ones coming back in there. So just define them a little bit more. Then I'm just going to go in with a mascara. Again, this is a Primark one, and it's a dupe for Benefit. They're Real. I think it's They're Real ones. Okay, so I'm just going to put on a coat of mascara. I've also got something to share with you in this video that is absolutely stunningly beautiful. I didn't buy it. It was gifted to me by a company to do a review, so I'm going to review it in this video for you. And it would make an absolutely beautiful, beautiful gift for somebody. And it doesn't matter whether it's male or female, an individual, a couple. It's just beautiful. But you do design your own thing, so carry on watching, and then a bit later on I'm going to add it into this video because I haven't even filmed it yet. I'm going to put a little bit of sort of contour bronzer. This is a Charlotte Tilbury one that was a birthday present from my son and daughter-in-law last year. I'm just gonna make myself look like I've got a little bit more colour. This one is very forgiving as well, so it's not, you don't put it on and think, oh my goodness, what have I done, and have to try and take some off. It's very, very buildable. I'm going to pop a little bit of kohl pencil. This is by Mally. If you haven't come across Mally's makeup before, I will link it down below for you if I remember. It's lovely makeup, absolutely lovely. I've still got loads to use up, thank goodness. So what I'm going to do, I like, as I've got older, I feel I need to colour in the waterline. It's just so much more noticeable as you get older, isn't it? So what I do is I just put it there and I look down. and then I just, okay, so pop it in, close your eye and drag it across, and you can see the difference. It almost looks like I've got an eyeliner on, but I haven't. What I've done is I've used the kohl pencil on the waterline, and that just gives that little illusion. So eyes shut, and then if you want to take a little bit, the next thing I'm going to put on, this is by Laura Geller, and I have had this for, wow, you can see how long I've had it, right, because it's hit pan, so I'm just using up around the edges. So when I'm next asked, oh, what do you want for your birthday or something like that, it will probably, that's when I can choose the pieces of makeup that I really want, and I will certainly choose another one of these. It's just a little bit blusher. And I actually love this one for the summer because it's very sort of peachy toned. But it's not summer, but I want to look nice or feel nice. So there we go, that's going on. Definitely last but not least, I'm going to pop on a lip gloss. This is by Doll 10. Had this a long time. But it looks like it's going to be quite purpley, but actually on, it really isn't. A little bit of a, maybe a shimmery colour to it, but what I have got is the lipstick to match these. I've got 4 of these lip glosses, and they've all got the matching lipsticks, so if you want to put the lipstick on first and then the gloss, then you get like a true colour. So that's it then, my lovelies. So I've had my little chin wag with you. I've got a face on today, so I feel so much better about that. Didn't take me long because I spent most of my time just talking. But now I'm going to go down. Oh, I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to go back downstairs, and I'm going to film the thing I've been gifted that is just beautiful. So stay tuned. This is the thing that I was telling you about, that I've been very kindly gifted to do a review on my channel, and as I've already said to you, it would make a perfect gift for absolutely anyone. And as you can see, Chris has just taken out the packaging. It came in that tubular container, and then had tissue paper all wrapped around it and everything, so beautifully protected. So this is the one that I chose. I'll take you through the website so that you can see what you have to do, how you can put in all your own details, etc. But basically you can choose your own title, what you want to call it, and Chris and I chose this one because this is where we went for our honeymoon. We went to Bora Bora in the South Pacific, one of the French Polynesian islands, and this here gives you the information sort of on the map. Now, as you can see, ours is very big because we wanted a nice big piece of wall art to obviously to put on the wall. The only thing we need to do now is to get a frame for this. I know that the company also provide frames if you want to get a frame from them, so I may look at that, but it's absolutely beautiful. So Chris is just going to talk you through a little bit about it anyway.
Right. Bora Bora was originally a volcano which many years ago basically blew itself apart, leaving the bits of the island that you can see around. And what you've got an airport over here, and then round the sides you've got various holiday resorts, which I don't know if you can pick it out on the camera, very faint lines. They are like piers with the overwater bungalows on. Just there, yeah?
Yeah.
And there's some more over here, there and there. We actually stayed at the Hotel Intercontinental
Yeah.
Bora Bora, which is just here, where you can see those faint lines there. They're the overwater bungalows. That's Matera Point, and that's where we stayed. So we flew into here on a prop plane. That's one with propellers as opposed to modern day jets. And then we had to get a speedboat, which took us all the way around here.
It's 30 minutes, wasn't it?
Took 30 minutes to take us to here, where we was greeted, and we was greeted with garlands of the local flowers around your neck.
And put round our
And
necks.
put around the neck, and one behind your ear, and it was really absolutely beautiful.
And shells, wasn't it?
And
Shell
shells,
garlands,
yeah, shells for good luck. And we spent 11 nights there, and it was absolutely beautiful. We managed to go, we went on the boat trip to one of the other resorts over here. We also had a little bit of a walk around the island, and we then on a ride on a taxi to the local town.
Yeah, it was lovely.
And it was absolutely lovely. The beach is pristine white, shallow. We were scuba diving, snorkeling. The water was only about 5 foot deep around here, so you could stand up in it.
We had an overwater bungalow, didn't we?
We had an overwater bungalow, what they call a horizon bungalow, which is right out on the very end
Ours was the furthest
of
one.
that
out.
one there.
Yeah,
So all you could see out here was sea.
yeah. It was the ocean. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
And
Yeah.
I would go back. If I wanted a relaxing holiday, I would go back.
But you can see what I said earlier, how this could make a beautiful gift, because you can personalise it and adapt it for just exactly what you need to gift somebody or to gift to yourself. So if you, I don't know, say you were just like us, got married and it was to do with your honeymoon, if it was the birth of a child, if it was somewhere that you wanted to go to visit, there's many different looks that you can go for on Mapify. You can also do the constellation. There's so much that you can actually do. I will, as I say, include a little look on their website for you, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for gifting us this. It's absolutely amazing, and we cannot wait to get this into a frame now and to adorn our wall.
And before we roll it up, I'm going to measure it to get the exact size we need for frame and start looking.
Yeah. So I'll pop all the information in the description box below, my lovelies, for you. So as you can see for yourself, it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And you see what I mean? How it could be gifted as a beautiful, beautiful gift for probably anyone, I